Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Amber. If you love all things fragrance, then please consider subscribing to this channel. For those of you returning, I want to try something a little bit different today. And today we are going to talk about dupes or alternatives to popular fragrances. Today's popular fragrance is going to be La Vie Est Belle. This fragrance is arguably one of the best-selling fragrances in history. It is everywhere. And in my particular area of the world, which is Houston, Texas, I smell this profile everywhere. It may not be this specific fragrance, but I smell things that smell like it everywhere. Literally everywhere. Now, when I was younger and when this first was released, I will admit I loved this fragrance and I still don't think it's a bad fragrance. It smells good. There's a reason why it's one of the best-selling fragrances out there. But I will say that my nose is really fatigued from smelling this profile. So now when I smell it, it kind of aggravates me, and I hate to say that. Don't let that make you feel self-conscious. It's just because I've smelled it so much, I want to smell something else. Regardless, you can't argue with the fact that it's made by 3 master perfumers, and it's a beautiful scent. So the reason why I want to make this video is, I almost said the reason why I want to make this fragrance. The reason I wanted to make this video is to help those of you who really, really love that scent, but just want to smell a little bit different, who don't want to smell like La Vie Est Belle exactly. But maybe now you just want to change it up a little bit to stand apart from the crowd. This video is going to be for you. I have 3, that's 6, not 3. I have 3 alternatives to share with you that, in my opinion, are a more interesting choice than La Vie Est Belle. The first one that I want to share with you is from the house of Malul, and it is called Atara. The reason why I think that this is a little bit set apart from La Vie Est Belle is this is really, really amped up on the fruitiness. This is a really, really heavy dose of blackcurrant. There's definitely still the pear in there. There's still patchouli. Some people have said that La Vie Est Belle is too heavy on the patchouli. If that's the case for you, I think this is a great option. Again, it's still very present in the wear of the fragrance, but to me, this is all about blackcurrant. This is all about the dark, juicy berries that are blackcurrant. And this comes off a lot fruitier than La Vie Est Belle, with the patchouli a little bit more subdued. I think there's vanilla in here too, but to be honest, I don't really pick up on it for me. It's like you took La Vie Est Belle and they just amped up all of the blackcurrant in there. If that sounds really appealing to you, then I highly recommend that you try this out. I think that you can buy samples from Malul, if I'm not mistaken. The bottles in this line are so cool to look at. They look really nice sitting on the shelf. I will also say about this fragrance too, the praline is a little toned down as well. It's not as sweet and as gourmand, but it is very, very heavy on fruit. If that sounds interesting to you, then I think that this is a great take on that DNA, and that is Atara from Malul. The next one that I want to share with you as a great alternative to La Vie Est Belle is from the house of Mauboussin, and it is Elixir pour Elle. You will go way back on my channel to some of my first videos and you will see me talk about this fragrance, and I still really love this. I will be 100% transparent with you. I ended up decluttering this fragrance because it reminded me so much of La Vie Est Belle. And just this month, I've been like salivating for it. It's come back to my memory, and I can't get it back fast enough. I am definitely in the middle of repurchasing this and getting it back in my collection because I miss it so much. So this is the La Vie Est Belle DNA with orange in the top, and you really get like this beautiful round fruitiness in the top, and then there is oud in here. The color of the juice is really indicative of what you get in this fragrance, and I think that this is a great, great intro to oud because it's not too strong. This does what I wanted Ragba to do for me with oud. It gives a roundness, it gives like a deep ambery sweetness, almost like a golden honey kind of quality to this DNA. So again, the patchouli is toned down. The fruitiness, believe it or not, is actually reduced, and this oud really gives it a depth. It is the most grown up, womanly elegant version of the La Vie Est Belle type of DNA that I have ever smelled, and it is such a good price point. It is super, super discounted. You can find it on Joma Shop or Amazon for less than $30, and I think that is a huge bang for your buck for the 100 ml that you get. I would say this is probably the furthest departure from the traditional profile that we're gonna talk about today. But it's, I wouldn't even say it's with a Middle Eastern flair just because there's oud in it. I just think the oud provides this deep, rich, ambery quality, and it still maintains its sweetness. It still maintains a little bit of fruitiness, but it's rich. It's so much richer. And I far prefer this one over La Vie Est Belle, and I far prefer this one as far as the things that we're gonna talk about today. So once again, that is from the house of Mauboussin, and that is Elixir pour Elle. Okay, and the final one that I want to share with you today is from the house of Bon Parfumeur, and it is number 501. This one highlights notes of praline, licorice, and patchouli. This one is so multifaceted. I'm not going to say it's a complex scent, but I get something out of it. I get something different out of it every time that I smell it. It still maintains the praline, but there's also caramel or caramel. For my experience, it starts off nuttier and it starts off more licorice centric. If you're turned off by licorice, I would say that this is probably still a good one to sample because of all of the other things that are going on. The licorice is really, really balanced. It's not like a black licorice kind of smell. It's almost like a red licorice. It's fruity, it's fun. There is a nuttiness, and it's from hazelnut. Instead of pear, they've replaced it with bergamot and yuzu. So it's brighter in my opinion. The patchouli is a supporting role. It's there, it's present. It's not super screechy though. It doesn't have the punchiness that La Vie Est Belle has. So you have added licorice and hazelnut. On my skin, it performs really well. Something about this combination of fruits, praline, and patchouli lasts for hours. So no worries with any of these fragrances. La Vie Est Belle lasts forever, and these fragrances will last you about the same, in my experience. This one is probably the most unique of the three that we've talked about. The nuttiness is definitely there. The licorice is really friendly, and the fruits are more citrus fruits than they are pear and blackcurrant. I don't know that there's any blackcurrant in here at all. I don't think there is. So that is a major difference between this one and La Vie Est Belle as well. Once again, is from the house of Bon Parfumeur, and that is number 501. So there you have it, guys. Those are three of my top recommendations as alternatives if you love the La Vie Est Belle DNA and you just want something different so that you can smell a little bit more unique and stand apart, but still smell like the fragrance that you really, really love. You just want it to be a little bit different than everybody else. So let me know if you have tried any of these. If you have, let me know what you think about them in the comments below. If there's any others that smell like La Vie Est Belle that you like better than that one, please list those down below too. I'd love to get my nose on them, and I read all of your comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.